how many people just how many people is class size lowering class sizes is that important to you, right? So it's an interest often in regards to teachers, and it feels like we get into this space. And so when we talk about interest, like wanting to understand the viewpoint, the starting point, if you will, from district in a very general sense. So it feels like the district is often against individual class size caps. Is that true? And if not, like, can you give us some insight as to what are the feelings of the district about class sizes?
So I would say, I'll say it this way. Class size caps would cause issues in our facilities. And that's the reason we go with a general rule on average and not capping, because you see that the just on campuses we have a lot of students on campuses and we just don't have enough space. Is my understanding of why class cap size would not be a good idea.
So, and I don't want to put words in the mouth, so I want to make sure. So the challenge is about capacity, not necessarily about the concept of lowering class sizes.
My understanding of it, that's correct, yes.
Is other team members in regards to, and the only reason I'm asking, David, just so you know why I'm asking the other group, is because I don't know, are you speaking for everybody as a group, or like, I just want to understand like the district's viewpoint in regards to that. So if there's something else, I just want to understand a little bit more.
So it's multifaceted in regards to providing services to students on the campus. So, for example, a neighboring district who puts a class size cap, 3 teachers on campus. I'm elementary, so I'll use elementary. 3 teachers on campus, 6th grade, class size cap at 24. 24, 24, 24. What do you do with the 25th student? So, and I'm not expecting an answer. It's a question. I really don't expect an answer, so please understand that. What do you do with the 25th student? Do you create a financial FTE, hire a new teacher, lower class sizes? Do you bus the child out? So 2 of their siblings are on a campus and a 3rd one is not. So it's not just facilities. There's more to consider in regards to all of it straight across the board and the family dynamics. So it's more than just one concern. There's space, playground space. How many buildings do you put on there? That's the facilities issue. There's the FTE issue with staffing. There's the sibling issue. Do you bus them out? And then you have a whole nother drama that you're dealing with. So it's not just one. So great conversation in regards to interest-based bargaining is how we look at that.
Yeah, and I hope that that's the case, and I think that other folks in the room that have been part of those conversations, I know not everybody has been part of those conversations. I know myself, I know Lewis have, into the details of that. So as we go into this, and I'll just use it as a blanket rule, I guess, in regards to any of the processes, whether it be class size or others, we often feel like that what happens is that there's an aspect of an issue that the district doesn't have an answer to, maybe doesn't like, and they shut the whole conversation down, right? The conversation in the past in regards to class size, we have an issue about that 25th student, therefore we can't do class size caps, right? That's frustrating. I hope that that doesn't happen in this process, because I think that there are a lot of smart people in this room, and we could find out very creative ways and to address that and to also get to the interest of lowering class size. But because that conversation doesn't seem to take place, it feels like the district is against class size lowering, right? And I want to be clear, you guys are not against it, just trying to figure out ways in which we could solve other issues.
Yeah, not against it. It would be about making sure that, obviously we're not against lowering class sizes. It's about making sure that we have the right amount of students with support in order to get the highest academic achievement out of our students.
So let's talk about one of those things kind of as a data request point. If you have the information, that's great. I imagine that, capacity was going to be one of the items that was discussed. How many bonds have been passed by Fresno Unified to the public over the last 20 years? Do we know that number offhand?
I know since I've been here, over the last 20, I wouldn't know. I've been here about 12 years, so.
Okay, so we definitely want to put a request in regards to that, one of the items. And I don't know if we need to send it to you specifically in an email in regards to that, but the number of bonds that have passed. And
We got it.
and then also the amount of money that has been raised for facilities.
In
right?
each bond.
In each of the bonds, yeah, for that way
Got
we
it.
could get a total amount. And for those, again, that the reason for that is because that money obviously goes to facilities, and having, like, are we talking about priorities and how we might be able to make that something that is successful.